Okay, přebírám kameru.
Takže to vás to potom bude muset nějak prověřit.
Traditionally, we've only used unmanned aerial vehicles for monitoring larger, more extensive incidents, for detecting hidden heat sources and for thermal imaging. Last year, we trained with the problems of larger-scale fires in the natural environment. We used a transport drone for the first time, which is a drone that has the ability to carry equipment according to instructions from the intervention commander. With the help of this drone, we are able to transport material. It can carry 30 kilograms, and we can either physically land the drone itself at the scene of the intervention, or if that's not possible, we can use a winch to lower only the load, where it can be safely unhooked without the need for another person. During this exercise, we had the opportunity to test the necessity of moving technical equipment to the fire front, fittings, pumps, and the special D program. This is a special backpack that firefighters carry to hard-to-reach places, for example, where you cannot drive a water tender. Using this D program, they can carry water to the epicenter of the fire. It weighs about 28 kilograms, so it is extremely physically demanding for a firefighter, but it is just right for our drone. So we are able to transport the D program to wherever it is needed, and we can take it there repeatedly.
Došlo k píchnutí včely nebo vosy a k alergické reakci u příslušníka. Můžete nám na místo poslat zdravotní záchrannou službu?
Jo, mám alergickou reakci, potřebuju pomoc.
Včely nebo vosy a k alergické reakci.
At the same time, we did a simulation of a trauma in one of the responding firefighters, when the transport drone was able to deploy immediate and essential life-saving medical equipment in a matter of minutes.
Záchranu lidského života.
Zdravotnická záchranná služba Plzeňského kraje, prosím.
Last year, we expanded our cooperation and began collaboration on the project using drones to save lives, where we use drones to transport medical devices, equipment and material. For example, automated external defibrillators, tourniquets to stop massive bleeding, and other equipment to locations that are difficult to access or are completely inaccessible to our other means of transport, like ambulances and quad bikes. These model situations have clearly shown that it is possible to transport medical devices and equipment significantly faster with drones than it is with more commonly available technologies.
Jsme tady potí nauční a tudy a sem. Takže tady ta odbočka tam modrá vypadala hrozně. Standardně jsme jezdili tudy takhle. Tady odbočit, tady je asfaltka nebo taková jako pěkná.
14:45 zhruba, 14:44.
11 minut.
11 minut, no. To už je znát.
During this exercise, we had the opportunity to communicate with the police helicopter pilot, using a technology that meant we could see each other during the intervention, meaning that we could see the police helicopter on our controllers and they could see our drones. And thanks to this system, we were able to work together. We didn't need to have anyone on the ground in order for them to be able to carry out their work. The technology that we were testing has the potential for use in live interventions. It is important for the pilots themselves to see the surrounding air traffic, which, unfortunately, no longer only means aircraft, but also drones that may be present in the airspace during an intervention. And whether they are authorized or not, there could be a lot of them. So this system makes sense in terms of ensuring their safety. Here in the Pilsen region, we have quite an advantage in that SIT drones are more or less pioneers in unmanned vehicles in the Czech Republic, and many of these elements are still being introduced. So here in Pilsen, we are some of the first to have them, and very soon we'll be able to use them during live interventions. The first project in which we saw this being used was helping the fire and rescue services during the recent floods, when we were able to transport various types of material to families or people affected by the floods, places that firefighters were not able to reach by boat. We had no idea so much could be packed into it. The need for drones was much greater for individual units, not only for intervention commanders who received images direct from us, but individual firefighters are now also able to use our technology to help them. So the whole thing is changing a lot, and cooperation within the integrated rescue system is, in my opinion, moving forward significantly. A new concept is now being created at the level of the Agrarian Directorate of the Fire Rescue Service, where these drones with transport capacity should be deployed in 3 locations around the country, where someone will operate drones that deal with monitoring and, for example, thermal imaging, and someone else will operate the transport drones, which is again more personnel intensive. And I believe that a solution will be found to use unmanned aerial vehicles at the highest level.